Happy Mirror Moyer Wednesday. How's everyone's Wednesday been going so far? I went on a walk today and then I went to the dollar store, and I've honestly still been recovering from being so tired and stuff with working on freaking Monday. It was Monday that I was on set. I got this at the dollar store. I've been eyeing it for so long, and I kept talking myself out of buying it every time I went to the dollar store. But today, I was like, you know what, fuck it. I haven't bought bunny stuff in a long time. It was only $5, and it is an adorable bunny lamp. So I wanted to test out and see how well it actually works. I have a lamp kind of like this. You're supposed to be able to touch it, and there's 3 different settings for how bright it'll be. I have a lamp like this downstairs, and I will actually go grab that lamp so I can compare it to this one and show you guys. I waited to unbox it until I got home. He's so cute, though. There was pink, blue, and white, and this was the last white one. So I'm expecting it to kind of be like this one. Eric, how you doing? Young McDonald, how's your guys' Mirror Moyer Wednesday been so far? So this is the one I got from the dollar store previously. 3 different settings. This one takes batteries though, and I got it because I thought it looked like cute and like for decoration on my like coffee dining table that I never use. How have you been, Young McDonald? How are you doing, Eric? But it's perfect timing. I'm live right now then. So now we're going to see the bunny one. This one is supposed to be USB. You're supposed to be able to plug it into USB or something. Okay. This is the bunnies. Wait, this is so exciting. I actually am such a sucker for bunny stuff. This is the cable. I don't know if he has to be plugged in at all times. He might have to be. So let's plug him in, but this is him in all his glory! He's the size of my head. And I love him. Oh my gosh, wait, why do I want to like bedazzle him so badly? Is that a huge Labubu? Labubus are evil! No, I'm kidding. They're not evil, but at the same time, they pop up so much in my feed. I'm like, not Labubu. Oh no. I told someone that a Labubuer is a real word, and they're like, what the fuck does that mean? I'm like, I don't know. Look it up. Urban Dictionary it. It's not a real thing. A Labubuer is not a real thing. I'd rather go back to work. My job is absolute hell. I may be going live is supposed to distract me. Well, fuck. I'm sorry to hear your job's been hell, Young McDonald. That is not good. Some desktop goodies. I just got a plasma ball for my desk. Let's go, Eric. Honestly, knickknacks are the best. Having knickknacks are 10 out of 10 experience. Okay, I'm gonna plug it in. It goes into his little butt tail thing. Okay. Yeah, like this. Uh-oh. Watch us not be able to plug him in. Okay, I got him plugged in. Ah! He lights up so much! Holy shit! Holy shit! Yo! This is a million times better than this fucking light! Okay. Ah! Okay, wait, for comparison, I was prepared. I was prepared for this level of brightness. You can't see it. Like 1, 2, 3. I was prepared for that level of brightness. I was not prepared for this. I'm sorry. This makes me so happy because, like, this is a win. If you have a dollar store near you, I would recommend this lamp. It does have to be plugged in order to work, but the level of brightness is so worth it, and it's like a back plug-in. So you can like set him down, and then you just have his cute little cuteness looking at you. Yeah, okay. I'm glad that I tried this on stream. I don't know where I'm gonna put him in my house though, because there's not a ridiculous amount of space in my house, but like I could literally use him as like a a a light for my when I stream if I put him on the desk, because like when he's close enough to my face, it does illuminate my face a good bit. Like without it, with it. See? Oh my gosh, sorry. This just makes me so happy. And if I unplug him, I don't think he works. Yeah, he only works when he's plugged in. And then you can put him wherever without him working if you don't want to USB him. But yeah, I'm so happy that I saved trying that for stream. Oh my gosh, he's just gonna sit there. He's gonna sit there. And this is why I buy bunny stuff. Because it makes me so happy. I've recently heard of Labubu's. Don't know if I spelled it right. I think that is how you spell it, yes. I keep having Labubu makeover stuff pop up in my feed, and I'm like, okay. It's like giving Labubu bracelets. Giving Labubu makeover, and I'm like, oh no. Oh no, no, no. I will say that is one thing that I have at least a small amount of knowledge in, even though, well, I feel like it's kind of old now, or Labubu's kind of old. I feel like they've been around for a bit. But also it is because I watch Papa Meat. I watch all the Papa Meat videos as soon as they come out, and I know it's going to be a good day when a new Papa Meat video is released. Okay. On that very happy bunny note, I kind of want to rip its out. So if you'd like to join me, scream at me, let me know. Oh, fuck, I love this thing so much. Do you know what I think would be really fun photo shoot concept? Would be taking my bunny lamp, taking my bunny teddies, making my bed up all nice, putting on my Peter Rabbit dress from Lace Made, and making it like a Sleeping Beauty story, but like with a whole bunch of bunny stuff everywhere. I don't know. I feel like that'd kind of be a fun photo shoot. Have my actual bunnies. They just don't like staying still. They hate staying still. Oh my gosh, Winnie's actually so cute, and I'm so obsessed. This is gonna be a problem. When I go to Japan, I'm really gonna have to like figure out and decide what I want to bring home, what I don't want to bring home, because I am going to be obsessed with everything. And I bet you there's gonna be so much rabbit themed stuff. Like they have their cute characters on like everything, and like I'm a sucker for anything with a bunny on it. And it's not like in North America we have like a whole bunch of bunny stuff until like Easter comes around. Japan's gonna be a problem. Oh, also, you know what's crazy? I've been thinking about this for so long. I'm like genuinely like, because the math would almost math. Hang on. So say I was like 10, that is 13 years later. No, the math doesn't math. The math doesn't math. Never mind. Don't mind me. And I'm not gonna share what I was mathing about. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was gonna share it if it was, but it's definitely not. Okay. I'm gonna grab the bong. I'm gonna grab the weed. If you would like to join me for the smoke up, scream at me. Let me know. And we'll get to it. Also, should I play 60 Parasecs? Sorry. Should we play The Math Doesn't Math? Well, I was like thinking of a timeline, like just in relation to how old I was and how old someone else would have had to have been at that time in order for me to have like ran into them. But then I'm like, no, because they weren't that like that age wouldn't math, so it's not the same person. Which sounds confusing but makes total sense to me in my mind. I'm kind of tempted to play a little bit of 60 Parasecs, play around to that to get things rolling, and then jump into Still Wakes the Deep, because I feel like we're pretty close to the end of that. We're like getting there. We're turning on the generators right now, and then after turning on the generators, we're gonna have to try to radio the extra ship to come like pick us up and like save our arses. I think everyone's just gonna die though. I don't know. I think even the main character is gonna die because they can't risk letting whatever it is off now. Like we don't really know what like them drilling. Clearly they hit something, But now it's like, how do we not know that everyone isn't contaminated with it? Like, those people became monsters. How did they become the monsters? And like, I do see how it could be, well, they got consumed by the monsters and they became a part of the monster, but that's not always necessarily the case. Just like Home, is it Home Sweet Home? Or Sweet Home. I fucking love that TV series. If you've never seen it, I would 10 out of 10 recommend. The monsters are actually so good in it. Like, there's a lot of TV shows you'll watch that'll have like supposed to be like out of the world monsters type dealio, and you're like, oh, what the fuck is this? But I feel like Home Sweet Home does it so well. Like, here, let me see. Yeah, it is Home Sweet Home. I'm not gonna do, I won't show spoilers, but I'll show what some of the monsters look like in the TV show. Is this a good one? Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm like biased, in all honesty. But like, I feel like it's pretty well done. And I feel like they use a mix of CGI and a mix of like costume, like SFX. Like, I don't know if this is like, I want to say this is probably SFX. They probably just took a person and then like did them all up in makeup. But I don't know. I just feel like the characters are well done. Like, this is what it looks like in the comic. And then this was their like live action, which is pretty good. Like, even that, because sometimes you'll watch shows and yeah, the monsters just look so cheesy that you're like, oh. But as much as they're fake, they're like a well done fake. Like you a lot. Guys, Lana Del Rey has been playing in my head nonstop recently, and I gotta get my house cleaned up. I don't think I've ever seen you stream with earring. They look really good. Thank you. Also, how are the buns? I don't put earrings in often, to be honest. But the buns are good. They have like a ridiculous mountain of snacks outside. They've just kind of been like, they haven't escaped. They haven't been escaping recently. I appreciate that they're staying within their area, but we're just napping and eating. Happy little campers. I am a little worried about Arrow. And I like for real hope she doesn't have uterine cancer, because she's looking a little funky in the sense that a sign, like, I don't know, I looked into it because like at first I'm like, is she pregnant? And she isn't pregnant, but like her nipples are going like purplish, like it's kind of, so it could be like an irritation thing going on. I need to probably take her to the vet to get it looked at, or it might be like a uterine cancer thing, because I haven't got my bunnies fixed. The male bunny is fixed, but the two females aren't. And that's kind of what can happen. And that's why they recommend getting your rabbits fixed outside of just baby bunnies, but also because they're more likely to develop, like, that's the cancer that they typically develop. So if you take that out, then they don't develop that cancer. But yeah. What type of fish have you been thinking about getting? I miss Bubbles so much. I shouldn't have listened to my dad's advice, and I knew it. That's wild, though. I hope she's okay. I'm sure she will be. I mean, fuck. She's fallen. She's literally snuck her way down, fallen down my stairs how many times, and she's been totally fine. Like, that shit's fucked up. I'd be like, Arrow, what the fuck happened? The baby bunnies have literally fallen down my stairs, and they've been fine. But still, it's like, holy shit, can we not do that? I remember when that happened the first time, I moved Arrow and her babies downstairs, because it's like, this shit's, I'm honestly not sure. Been thinking goldfish or bettas. See, those, I love bettas. I feel like bettas get treated so shitty at, pet stores. Like, I always cry when I go, like, the last time, fuck, I don't know how long ago it was, I went with the one girl, that I was kind of befriending for a little bit into PetSmart to just like look at the animals because it's like it's so fucking depressing, dude. They have the betas in the tiny little plastic cups, and it's like, no, please, no. And they're like, some of them are literally dead or like half dead, and I'm like, this is fucking disturbing. But goldfish are my cousins had goldfish, and it was cute. Is it a lot? Like, animals are crazy. My past dog jumped off a slide. Her first time at a park. Holy fuck! Like, oh no, please don't hurt yourself. But I mean, animals kind of know their limits to a degree. You know what I mean? As people, we're like, hey, we are fucked if we try to do like crazy shit, unless you're like trained in parkour and shit. But even then, there's a certain way to land to not hurt your body. And I feel like most animals in general are kind of already designed with the right body to like shock absorb way better than us as humans. So when we see them do crazy shit, sometimes we're like, ah! But then the animal is just like, why are you freaking out, mom? I got this. It's in my DNA. You're steering me towards bettas. Well, Americans love bettas here. They look healthy at the fish store, but there's this goldfish at my job, and I'm like, maybe I want one at home. Bettas have some big like, I don't know. I guess I've never had a goldfish. I've only had a betta, and that betta had personality. She absolutely loved the owner she previously had, the girl I was befriending. I don't think that betta fish liked me very much. Like, she's like, girl, you're fine, but you definitely ain't know whoever the other girl was. Cause my friend was telling me, she's like, the betta fish like will love to follow your finger and all this stuff. And I would try, and that betta fish was not having it with me. It built bubble nests, which is really cool and means that it's happy. And I really did like seeing all the little bubble nests being built. But yeah, that betta fish had personality and did not really like me. The fish at work loves to follow my fingers. See, that's like fishes do have personalities if you spend enough time around them. And when you get a fish, you probably will. It'll get comfortable with you and you start to notice its personality. The big thing with betta fishes is that there was a lot of like just cute little things that you could like train your betta fish to do. I'm sure goldfish are the same though. Aren't goldfish a lot more smarter than we give them credit for? But there's like lots of tricks, and like I think there's a betta fish training course. I can't remember what it's called because I was gonna get it, but I didn't. Cause they like okay. This is the betta. It's like with hoops. How to train your betta fish. Oh, where's the training course? Training and enrichment tools for betta. Yeah, that's what it was. These things. You get like rings that you get them to swim through. You can make like a little course for them. I thought that shit was so cool. I was like, I want to train my betta how to like speed run a course. They fuck, this makes me want a betta again because the biggest thing that I got interested in as well was like the agriculture of a tank. Like if you want to start adding plants into a tank, what's it called? It's aquaculture or whatever. And then you get all the different plants and then they like you watch them grow over time and then you do your like trimming of the plants and like you keep it all tidy and like you can get so creative. I would watch people build their tanks and I was like, I want to do this. It's expensive. It can get expensive though, because you gotta buy all the plants and you gotta make sure that the pH balance of the water is right. And then apparently there's a lot of things that I didn't realize that you needed that you're supposed to have. Like they need. It's not like it's like fertilizer, but it's not fertilizer. Like you're not gonna use cow manure in your fish tank. You know what I mean? But it was like special nutrients for the plants. You can train fish, yeah. It's which is kind of cool. I mean, obviously it's not like it's kind of like training a dog, but like not because they're in water in their tank, but like yeah, you can teach them cool stuff. I'm pretty sure goldfish will also learn stuff too. But the dirt is for the betta. Maybe it's just a hoe though. I don't know if it does it for anyone else. So like when it comes to like aquaculture, like with the plants, that because that sounds like a lot. Like you don't need fertilizer and stuff for betas or nothing. I'm just saying that like if you add plants to a tank and you start getting into aquaculture, like having a lot of different plants, then your plants are supposed to have like nutrients and stuff, and then it kind of gets a little bit confusing. But at the same time too, if you have plants, it also keeps the tank clean because it'll use the like fish poop in order, like I don't know. I don't know. I have only been a fish owner once in my life, and I tried to do as much research as I could in a very short period of time to be a good fish parent. And then it just starts getting really confusing because, like, everything just needs, like, specific temperature pHs for different things. And then you try to figure out what's like wrong with your pH balance if your fish starts acting funny. And then when you add plants, it becomes like two whole different ball games because your fish might be happy with one thing, the plants might be dying at another thing, and then you got to figure out how to get them to all work as one. Most of my plants will that is valid. That is valid. That's what I like going back in time. That's what I would do now instead of just using real plants because all of my real plants died. The biggest thing though is like, especially if you have a beta, because their fins, like, they got the long dangly fins. Just make sure the plastic, it doesn't have like super sharp edges. Like there are some things, like there's the plastic leaf that you just stick on the side. My beta loved that. Some people weren't against it because they're like, oh, but the edge is like a little bit sharp. But I think they more so mean the plants that are like sharp. Like if you run your finger across it and your finger is fine, then it's fine. The ones that are kind of almost like pokey, just be careful of depending on the fish you have because you don't want them to accidentally like cut themselves swimming by. But I don't honestly think it happens that often. I think it's people just more so being precautious. But like plastic plants are definitely way nicer, way easier than real plants. And I mean, like betas especially, I'm not sure about goldfish. They just want things to hide behind. They want things to like check out. Maybe sand then. A high maintenance will fit you. I need low maintenance. But yeah, or you could just do like the rocks. You know what I mean? A lot of people just put like rocks on the bottom of the floor. I think they're like, I think you definitely can do sand. But it does depend on the type of fish too. I guess the other thing I forget about as well is that there's like freshwater fish and then there's saltwater fish. And some people have saltwater tanks, and then it's like you need to reenact the like for tropical fish. But I hope that you go forward with getting a fish and that you find the fish that's right for you because honestly, fishes are they're so nice. Oh, no sand, the plastic planes, lol. Do you mean like, oh, like do you mean like to keep the plants down like with the sand, or no sand, the plastic planes? I feel like I'm reading that wrong, and I'm uh, but yeah. Man, there's so much that like I feel like with anything, there's so much using a sander. Oh, to sand the plants so they aren't sharp. Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's also a good thing to do. That would be a smart way to go about it. And I think you can also make your own kind of like fish shelters. Like if you get what is it called? Beach wood, like wood from the beach and like rocks and things, and if you get like aquarium glue, you can glue them together and you can make your own like little structures for the fish, which I think is kind of nice cuz like you can go out and you can buy, obviously you can buy the little like hidey things, but I found they were really fucking expensive. Like when I was even looking on Amazon for like fish toys, what I started to do as well is I would go to like the thrift stores, and I'd look at the thrift stores for people who got rid of fish tank stuff because there tends to be a lot there, and like I don't know, for me at my local shops it was about $20 to $30 for like little things for the fishes to hide in, and I was like, damn, that's that's pretty pricey when it's essentially just like you know, just like an empty shaped thing. You make it with clay type deal. I was like, okay, pricey. You've got me very excited. But yeah, you'll figure out a lot as you go along with it, and then you'll figure out the aspects that you probably enjoy the most about owning a fish, because there's just, I don't know. At first, whenever I've heard people own fish, I'm like, oh, that kind of sounds boring, because I'd like never owned fish, and I'm like, well, what do you do with a fish, and like, what's so interesting about it? And then you get a fish, and then you're like, oh wait, no, this is so cool because you can switch up their tank too. Like if you start really getting into it, it's like, oh, we're in, like, for me, I like having things decorated to the season to a degree. I don't go all out, but a little bit. And a fish tank could be one of those things where it's like, you know, you could have like either, like you could have like your seasonal pieces that it's like, oh, it's Christmas time. So now my fish gets their little Christmas time hut, and like, oh, it's summertime. Now they get their summertime little hut, because fishes do like when things are changed up in their environment as well, depending on the fish. But I'm almost positive goldfish and bettas enjoy that because it's like environment change. That sounds awesome. But I don't know, those are the things I think about, at least. I'm like, oh my gosh, the fish tank can be so cute and aesthetic, which is like not the main focus, but also it's fun for the fish to just look at new stuff too. So it's a win-win for everyone. I look at something new in the tank, you look at something new in the tank, fishy. Ooh, biggest thing I would recommend, get a quiet water filter, okay? The water filter I had, and it's because I have a small space, was so fucking loud. It was so loud because the water's like dropping off, like it sounds like a mini waterfall 24/7. And there is a lot, like there's some super quiet filters you can get. The biggest thing I'd recommend spending your money on is getting a quiet filter, especially if you have a small like house or apartment or like room or like area, because it can drive you insane. At least it did for me. Like the clock ticking on my wall, I used to take out the batteries because that would annoy me, but the fish tank is like 10 times, like the filter was 10 times louder than that. But yeah. You don't think until it's going. You're like, oh, maybe not this one. But yeah. Oh, also, Young McDonald, when you get your fishy, you should send photos in the Discord because I would love to meet your fish. Okay, my toque is packed. If you'd like to join me for this toque, scream at me. Let me know. Or else I'll rip it when I'm ready in a minute here. I kind of want to like cut back on how much stuff I have in my house. Like I know I don't have much in my house, but I think what I've been really wanting to do recently is, because I've been doing so much, like, you know, I'm doing background acting, so I'm able to travel. Like, I have to travel. I kind of just want to move all of my belongings into a van. Like, I've always wanted to do the whole travel van thing, but now it makes sense for me to do that and just invest in having that, because that's, like, it's essentially my job now, just to travel around and go from place to place and be on set and do my thing. I just obviously can't do that with the bunnies because it gets way too hot during the day, and I can't just leave them in a van while I'm doing like 11 to like 14-hour days on set. That's insane. But I do hope in the near future that that's what I end up investing in and doing, and then I can kind of road trip wherever. You get to where you want to and need to be, for sure. Like, I know everything will happen for a reason, and I think the reason why I always wanted to live in a travel van, which when I was a kid, it was just because, like, I wanted my own space, and I know my dad could build me my own space. And I know a lot of people are in camper vans now because it's, like, cheaper, more convenient, and all of that. But I feel like, especially if it's something that you've wanted for a long time or, like, felt for most of your life, then it's like it'll happen at some point, and it'll happen for a reason at some point when it does happen. Let's rip this toque. Cheers, you guys. Oh no, is there a stain on this dress? I hope not. Toque time. 3, 2, 1. Thank you for counting the toke, young McDonald. Oh. Oh my goodness, this toke killed me. Gotta keep track of it. I can't believe that I've ripped that many tokes. That's actually just kind of insane. We're like on the route to 1,100 tokes. And I've been streaming on Twitch for what, like 4 years now? 3 years? But how long? I only started the toke counter a year into streaming, so it's been like what, 2, 3 years? And I took like a 6-month, well, I'd say in all the times that I've had to take like toke breaks, because when I was traveling to London and stuff like that, it's probably been like a 6-month toke break. Hey, Bredian, how have you been? Happy Mir Moyer. Or maybe not that long. Maybe it's been like 4 months total. Happy Mir Moyer Wednesday. How's your Wednesday been? Thanks for resubscribing. I like the little pumpkin. I can't believe we're already starting to get into fall. But I'm glad to hear that you've been great. I was gonna say happy belated birthday. I saw that it was your birthday not too long ago on Instagram. So happy belated birthday. And I saw that yeah, the username and everything got updated. How's and I've also seen all the train the train posting, the train spotting posts too. You're welcome, Sequoia. Oh, thank you, Sequoia. Of course. I can't remember. I should have definitely shot you a message on your birthday. I don't think I did though. But I did mean to I want to say congratulate, but that sounds weird to say, but like I wanted to congratulate you for your birthday, Bridian. That's okay. Anything new been happening recently? Do you have any future trips planned coming up here? You didn't have to. See, the important thing is I remembered. I got that bad memory sometimes, but I remembered. Huh. Oh yeah. Also, I never understood. I didn't know what the England flag looked like. I wondered why you changed your like profile image to that flag, and I'm like, what flag is that? And then I had a video pop up of people talking about how like people in the UK are like coming together, and there's a whole bunch of like England flags going up everywhere and stuff. And then I was like, "Oh, that's the England flag." I don't think I've ever actually seen it before, which is crazy. Bradian have just got their first win of the season, a 6-0 win against Oxford United. Let's go. That is great to hear. Well, I'm glad to hear Bradian got their first win and that it was like a insane lead by them. 6-0. That's brutal for Oxford. So we are saying fuck off to Streamer and Labor. See, I've been real bad for keeping up with like things happening in the world or like even in my town, like how I used to be. But I do still get occasional things coming into my feed, and then like it's kind of nice when you know people that are like from there that like know more things, because the internet is so fucking sketch now with all the AI shit, especially. Like, what the fuck is actually happening? This is to the point where it makes me kind of want to delete my social media. And I was thinking the other day how much I am chronically on my phone and just immersed in it 24/7. Like, I almost need to give myself a Monday to Friday, we use no phones, only on the weekend. Like, I'm about to give myself that motherfucking rule because it is insane. I have fallen into the bad habit of doom scrolling when I need to like remind myself that the purpose of social media is to see what people you know have been up to and like, you know, how things are going, you know, hype them up, that sort of thing, and to post. It is to post, not to consume bullshit stuff, I guess, if that makes sense. Because the AI shit is like so uncomfortable. It's so fucking uncomfortable. It's literally like an alternate reality that we're able to look at from within our reality. Like it's like another universe happening that we're all watching from the outside, but that has access to our external things. Like that's insane. Our country is fucked at the moment. Someone was arrested for shouting, "We love bacon." What? You're kidding! You're kidding! Yo, wait, that's brutal. Oh, wait, I'm curious about this now, though. From Delta, an ordinary citizen in Britain and America are now being arrested for harmless words like "we love bacon." We love bacon outside. Okay, no, okay, I see the context to that. But at the same time, too, I mean, that is still insane to get arrested for that. Operation has been going around all the country. People have been putting up Union Jacks and St. George's flags, and also been painting St. George's on roundabouts. See, the more you know, the more you know. I think it was a thing saying that there'd been like, was it the talking fish? I don't know. I watched the talking fish. It's also how I found out Taylor Swift got engaged. Okay. I literally only found that out through the talking fish. And then after that, every single fucking person was posting about it. And I'm like, this is insanity. It was mainly a lot of adoption centers posting about it, trying to use it as like a means to get attention towards their animals that need to be adopted. But still, I shared on Twitter with the caption, "I love bacon." I had sausages today. Yo, okay, here's a great life hack actually. Bacon, sausages, and if you're making eggs, this is how I do it. Do your eggs look kind of nasty as fuck? Yes, but do they taste amazing? Also, yes. So I'll put down a little bit of oil, right? Just like to get things rolling, and I'll put this like sausages in or whatever. Bacon I don't, because there's so much bacon grease you don't need to. But like add maple syrup, like add some maple syrup, not too much. Make sure like the temperature's good, because you don't want the maple syrup to just like burn. You want it to like kind of marinate like while it cooks. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Like you just got normal sausages, but you wanted maple sausages. Just cook it in some maple syrup. It's way, way better than like dipping it in maple syrup. And then you add like butter too. Like I wouldn't necessarily do that with the bacon because there's so much grease already, but with sausages, I'd add butter to it as well. So you have like this buttery maple flavor, and it makes this kind of like bubbly sauce. Like I was like, hey, this is weird. It's like bubbling kind of like nicely though, if that makes sense. Like there's a light froth on top of it. And so I added my eggs to that, and they turned out kind of like brownish because of all the like grease and like from like the butter or like, you know, the bacon. And then from the maple syrup, but they tasted so good. I've also been experimenting with adding my like hickory flavored liquid smoke to things. Tried adding it to eggs. I wouldn't recommend, but you definitely could probably add it to like a sausage, and it would taste really good. Local councils haven't taken likely to raise the colors and have been taking down flags and repainting over St. George's that have been painted on roundabouts and zebra crossings. The hypocrisy is they are not willing to clean up graffiti, but are willfully to take down our flags. Yo, do you follow Zoe Bread? You maybe don't. Do you know who Zoe Bread is, Brightian? Bredian City Council have been really bad. They're anti-British and anti I love Zoe Bread. I don't know where she's from again. I'd have to watch one of her videos on Instagram to know, but she's based in the UK and she calls city council to like try to repair the most simplest of fucking things in her town and shit, and like it is ridiculous how long it takes. Like she has been on the radio with, I think it was like the mayor of wherever she's from, being like, hey, I got in contact like a while ago. I still hadn't heard from you. Like, this is live on air. So he's kind of got to like come up with a response that doesn't make him look bad. But at the same time, too, it's like, this is insane. Just how brutal your guys' whole system seems to be with actually kind of doing anything or getting anything done to help the city, or like, I don't know. It's crazy. But yeah, I like her. I was like, shit, I need to do this with my local city, because here's the thing. They're making an $11 million foot passenger bridge right through where all the crackheads live, and no one wants it. No one wants it. But guess what? Apparently we, as a city majority, don't have a say. Like, a fucking $11 million like biking bridge is so stupid. So stupid. It's like there is already ways you can get over that bridge for bicyclists and like pedestrians, and there is no need to build an entirely new bridge. If you want to widen the one bridge, I would understand that, okay? That almost makes more sense to like add more space, like, versus building an entirely new bridge that is just for footpaths and bicyclers, and no one even really goes to that area because that's when you start to get into like the crackheady area, so that you go through different ways typically to get there. But it blows my mind. And a lot of people keep dying from bicycling on the roads here because it's just it's brutal. It's brutal. Labor are running Bredian Council, and their leader is called Bella, like from Twilight. Only difference is, unlike Bella from Twilight, Bella, the council leader, isn't attractive at all. She also reminds me of my former best friend's mom. When I look at her, I see my ex best friend's mom's face. Just hate her so much. Oh no. Oh dear. I mean, I will say at the same time though, it's just, it is frustrating. You know what I mean? Especially the older you get with paying taxes and everything, to just know like nothing gets done, and like it is what it is. I understand, like, everyone's gonna have different views on how things should be done. And you're not always gonna get your way, like, but at the same time too, it's fucking like it's not even like they don't even listen to people anymore, and it's not about what people want. It's about like what they want. I'm gonna be so for real. I genuinely think that this $11 million footpath bridge is like them pocketing money. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because, like, no one wants it. Why are they pushing to do it so aggressively? Like, that money would be better spent creating a program for all the homeless and, like, people that are addicted to drugs, building them a program and putting them in rehab and, like, sheltering. Like, I truly think that because our government in Canada has a rule where, like, if you are someone who is like does drugs, you can get clean drugs at like the access centers, which is insane, because, and their argument is, well, we'll have less deaths because people are getting clean drugs from us directly for free instead of, going out and all that shit. Like, it's kind of insane because my takeaway personally is that there is no incentive to want to improve your life if you are literally getting handed drugs for free for not doing anything. Like, if it was mandatory that you were in a rehabilitation program and the drugs were used in order to help you wean off of whatever drug you're addicted to, because I understand that there are some drugs that you can not just, like, if you stop cold turkey, like, you can honestly kill yourself from that. But I just feel like the fact that that is not a mandatory thing in place, and it's like, instead of just handing out free drugs, you have to be on the path and it be used in an environment that is helping make sure that you are healing and is being used to help like wean you off, because it makes no sense to just hand out drugs for free. Like, that's fucked up. Like, these, like, and it's coming from a place of every single person deserves to have the life that, like, they've dreamed of to a degree. Like, everyone deserves to be able to get themselves out of the tough place that they were in and like find the light and be able to like continue on their path from a place that's like a better place, no matter like what they're struggling with. And it's like, that is going to take for some people a lot of different things. It also comes down to like, with rehab, you need to like accept wanting to be in rehab, but I don't think that just, yeah. Handing over earth is what we should do, but to each their own. To each their own. Nothing will change in Brighton because when Labour get voted out, it'll probably be the Greens who take over. They are worse than Labour, sadly. Majority of people in Britain don't feel that way and are obsessed with climate change and social justice policies, not policies that will help the city. There's actually going to be a local by-election in my council ward. Funny thing is that I thought I wasn't within the boundaries of the ward, but I am, so I'll be able to vote. Oh, okay. Voting from UK, of course, and they do have a candidate who I met already. His name is John. I never thought that I would be someone who would ever vote in like elections and stuff, but I have ended up being someone who votes in elections. Although, if I don't know who any of the candidates are and I haven't looked into like the different policies, the biggest thing I've noticed, at least here in Canada, is that the different parties will just like change their policies around. Like, it's almost like the parties are like swapping identities. So it will be one name, but it's like that's what that party said last year essentially as this party, if that makes sense. And that's also kind of why too, cuz like a lot of people will go and say things that go along the lines of what people want to hear at that moment in time to get like a popular vote. But they'll like lie, and then when they get in, they just do whatever the fuck they want. Which that should be illegal. That should be a thing where, like, if you said you would do certain stuff, you're held accountable to doing those certain things. And if the general public feels like you haven't achieved the things that were your main, like, that were your points that, like, for getting you elected, like, everyone should have to list out, like, I don't know how many points, but, like, they should have to list out the promises that they're making to the people in that country in order to get elected. And so everyone can clearly see, this is what they stand for, this is what they're saying. And then that is like written out, and then they have to uphold that. And if they're not working towards those goals and the general public feels, then you can go and be like, we axing you. That's how it should be. And then you get arrested for lying, depending how bad the lie was. Like, if you were actively working towards things and it just like everything you were doing was like honestly freaking failing, then it's like, okay, well, we can vote someone new in, but you're maybe not going to go to jail. But if like you just absolutely go off and like you're focusing on completely different things that weren't even a part of like why you were going to get in the first place and stuff, like if it's within your control, then it's like, okay, whoa, you just lied to the general public, jailing you. I went to a meeting yesterday. It was Reform UK Brighton branch meeting. The chairman, Gary Farmer, was there along with other people, including John himself. There's a lot of people at that meeting, more than I thought. It gave me such joy being around to see who actually care about the city, like the majority of Brighton. Cause see, I just think at the end of the day, everyone has their own idea of what they think is the right way to live, and I think this is why it's important that we have, like, especially for example in Canada, like each province will get like a person, and like each town will get a thing too, and then there'll be like the general overall person for like the country. You know what I'm saying? The whole like government branching thing. While I think that's important that we have areas of like different parties, you know what I mean? So that people who view things those ways can go to those areas. Like if that makes sense. Like so if you view things one way, you can go and find an area within your country, like within where you reside, and find a town or a city where people also think that way. Because I feel like everyone should feel like they're able to be like with people that like make their views on things feel seen. Like that's the biggest thing that I feel like, that isn't that the point of having different parties and like all this stuff, isn't to be like in competition with each other. It's in being able to have areas and where people that view things a certain way are able to feel heard and seen, and that their city is running in a way that like essentially aligns with them. And obviously there's got to be limitations within that, but like I think it just makes the most sense in order to be able to have like, I don't know, but I feel like it's a lot more like of like, oh no, it's like one takes all over the other. But like even in government, you still have like multiple seats with like different parties in those different seats that also have a say in the things that do and don't get passed, which is why like I feel like it's set up in a way to like get us divided instead of realizing that like we should be allowed to have a space in where the things we view as important are like, so you're living somewhere like that, if that makes sense, within a degree though, because like there is some things that it's like, okay, well, we're not gonna have like it be free for all, like hey, it's the purge every day all day. Like there's some things that like within limitations, but like, and again, you still probably won't agree with everything, but it should be more like that. Who ran for Reform UK in the Hove and Port Slade constituency, the general election last year. Martin is his name. He actually did a long speech and was brilliant. Also met with a guy called Paul, who I met on the campaign trail last year while helping out the Brighton Pavilion candidate. Mark, he was out with me, and Mark when we did a street stall outside Preston Park Station. Holy shit, that light thing's been shining in my eye the whole time. I like kept leaning forward, and it's like just bouncing off the end of my name. Just like, this is what I'm referring to when I say my name. Zoom zoom Mazda, or zoom zoom Sequoia. I kind of want to put this up and then have it be like Sequoia, and then have like my age, you know what I mean, like how a dating show does, where it's like this, and then my age and my job, maybe where I'm from. Do it up here. Imagine this hanging from the roof. Wait, that's kind of cool. Why is that kind of cool? A photo shoot where you have like some of these hanging like this way and that way and like this way and like this way. It's just my name everywhere around me. That would be sick. Kind of want to do that. Maybe for my 24th birthday, I'm going to do that. I want to do a cool ass photo shoot for that. Box of Sequoia vehicle. What would you call those things? Name. Plate. Emblem. Got it. Let's see. I want a box. I need a box of them though. Fuck. Box of them. I wonder if I could just go to the scrapyard and take them off Sequoias. Shit. Just typing in Sequoia emblem. Oh, shit. Shit. Is it in bulk? Genuine part guaranteed. Should I get a Sequoia? I feel like I should get a Sequoia because I am Sequoia. So it makes sense that I drive a Sequoia. They're like, oh, what do you drive? I drive a Sequoia. What's your name? Sequoia. Anyone ask me how to spell my name? That's how you spell my name. You feel? That's gotta be like a semi-decent vehicle. Not that easy. Not that easy. I wonder how much it would be at the they'd it's like, do you want with love? This is my name. I'm taking my name back after off of all of these used, crashed, like don't work anymore vehicles. I'm taking my name back. Sounds good, Yan McDonald. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. I hope you have a lovely rest of your Wednesday. I will talk to you later. And I hope the rest of your day goes well. And Vistor John informed me we just need to wait for the flyers and leaflets to arrive. They will be delivered to John, and so when he gets them, he'll let me know. However, policies have strong borders, fracking, and low taxes, not popular policies in Brighton, to be honest. See, I was gonna say something completely off topic. I didn't even know. I was like, I want to take singing lessons. I want to take singing lessons again. I honestly have just been like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know what fracking means. Oh, does that mean like for oil? Okay, maybe I do know what that means. I've been in like I've been like my own little bubble. Okay. Wait, can you guys see my shit? Okay, good. I'm typing in my address right now.
A lot of these people, he's got 1 review, 0, 0, 0 reviews. All these people have 0 reviews. So with fracking, you'll be able to burn firewood. Joel Baby Joe, fracking is extraction of oil and gas. Wait, you guys can't burn firewood right now? Like, are you guys, like, anti-firewood at the moment? Gonna see what this one's about. Do music classes. Also, no more petrol and diesel cars, just electric. Ooh, see, I don't like that. I don't trust electric vehicles. Damn, no one really teaches singing. Ooh. Oh my gosh, no way! That's where she went. Oh, that's crazy. Yo, sorry. No thanks. How are you doing? The modeling's been going alright. I'm supposed to be doing a bit in September. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, damn. They really don't have much for singing, dude. Maybe this one. Voice coaching. Oh, see? Oh, that makes me so scared at the same time. I don't know if I have the pipes. Damn. Damn. I need to work with her, I guess. I don't know how much she charges. Next round of the League Cup, we will be playing another match, this time against Barnsley. How do you think that's going to play out? Do you think Brady's going to win? Or do you think Barnsley might? I guess we'll go with this one. I literally haven't been able to find any other one. On Callum follower on YouTube, and as soon as we draw against it, I was like, no, not Callum Steamy tweeted, quote, "You're gonna lose 8-0 to Brighton." Oh shoot. They do offer vocal lessons. Oh, this is so embarrassing though. I feel like I do not have a good voice at all with all the smoking I've done. I don't know. But I want to just learn, you know, because I like it'd be good for the sake of the things I do. Online lessons. Oh, that's actually not bad at all. Oh my gosh, wait, that is so doable. I could do it with this girl. It's $31 for a 30-minute lesson. Okay. Well, maybe this is what I do then. Oh, what days does she teach again? Friday and Saturday. Ooh, actually. Damn. That's better. All right. I'm like totally distracted right now. I'm so sorry. Okay, it's sent. It's sent. Oh, I'm a little nervous. Not gonna lie. I'm a little nervy. We're the Premier League team, so we should be going through easily. I see. Okay, well, that'll be good then. However, Man United just got knocked out by Grimsby Town of League. 12-11 on penalties? Holy fuck. Yo, damn. That's actually insane. Do you have a summer hat near your square so I can send you the Lighthouse big picture clip to do a reaction? If not today, that's fine. Probably not today, but I actually do have 2 summer hats that I could totally use for doing a Lighthouse big picture reaction. I actually am probably gonna hop off. I will be live again later this evening. It's starting to get hot up here, and also I wanted to clean up a couple more things around my house. I just figured I'd hop on and chat. I'd show you guys the bunny. I don't know if I showed it to you, Bradian. This is the bunny I got, and it's a headlights up. It's a lamp. Okay, wait, that didn't work. It's a lamp. So when I press the button, his head glows. And it glows so much. So that's what I got. But I will be live again later. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day / evening. And I will talk to you soon. It's so cute. I'm happy I got it. Bye.